Hey again. So while we're on the subject of gravity, this is Shawn Clement here from the Richmond Hill Golf Learning Center, Richmond Hill Golf Club in beautiful Toronto, Ontario. And it's finally June out here, and I apologize for the white legs. I hope you got your shades on. Now, contact with the golf ball. I hope most of you understand, and for those of you just starting the game, that the divot, the section of turf that you hit when you're hitting an iron shot, the divot comes out after the ball is struck. But this is just a result of a good golf swing. And we noticed how we used gravity to find the swing plane. When you go back to the swing plane video, we're also going to use gravity and inertia and centrifugal force to determine the proper place for impact. So if I just swing this club back and through without stopping, and I'm going to let gravity hinge and unhinge my wrists. Now you'll notice you're going to see two very distinct pops. And you notice these pops never occur where the ball is. If my ball is slightly forward of center, which is the ideal ball position, I bring my hands together to take my grip. My hands reunite right here in the center of my sternum. From here, everything goes up. Then when there's a little bit of a weight shift, my sternum is basically sitting right in the pelvis, and the pelvis is going to be braced right up against my left hip. So this is going to move slightly forward on the downswing, so the club is going to catch the ball first, continue its descent to catch the turf here, okay, and then come up. So I'm striking the ball, and it feels like I'm pinning the golf ball against the ground with the face of the club. And this is what, the loft of the club is what's going to put the ball into the air. So if I let gravity hinge my wrists, as I start the swing, gravity is pulling down on that club. I keep going, the right arm is forced to fold, and then gravity is going to hinge my wrists. Now I start down. I want to whip the golf club. So as I start down, notice gravity's still pulling this way. Keep going. Still pulling that way. Keep going. Now the hands get to the ball first. This is what we call a nice lag. Well, I'm just using the force of gravity and pulling against it, creating a wonderful lag. Then from here, you're going to feel how gravity is really pulling down on the club. So the arms come down first, and then gravity pulls down on the club. I will catch the ball first, then catch the ground without having to think about it. I just let momentum do the work. You notice the club is skipping at the same place every time? Well, here we go. Going toward that telephone pole right there, so I've picked my target. Now, when I'm ready to swing, all that matters is momentum, and uninterruption of momentum throughout the swing. Here we go. Well struck golf ball, good balance, right on my target, and you notice where that divot came out. If I try to lift the golf ball, or I try to do anything to manipulate that club to meet the golf ball, I will release the club too early. Because I'm trying to push the club down, I feel like, oh my gosh, I need to control this club, and I really need to make sure this club meets the ball. Don't try to hit the golf ball. That's the last of your worries, is to try to hit that golf ball. If your distance between you and the golf ball is proper, if you go back to the distance to ball video, you'll notice how centrifugal force and gravity will place the club exactly where it should pass. If you put a ball right on that spot, here we go, a ball in the bush just for you guys. Gravity's going to place the club right on that spot, so you don't have to worry about hitting the golf ball. There's a North American Blind Golfers Association, and these blind golfers play extremely good golf. All they need is a seeing eye person to show them how to align their body and where to find the golf ball, and the rest is just swing the golf club. Use gravity. Here we go. Okay, quick sidebar to the contact. We established that if we swing the club and let gravity grab a hold of the club head, then the contact with the ground will occur well after the ball's been struck. A good exercise for this is if you tee up a ball very high, play the ball right off your back foot, hands forward, you can close down the club face substantially, and make sure that you're still behind the golf ball. And from there, you want to feel like you're hitting or striking the ball into the mat with the face of the club. And I'm sure you've noticed, if you'll see with the on camera here, the club is bottoming out quite a bit in front of this golf ball. I did not catch the tee. I'm bottoming out basically right here, again, in front of my sternum. Here we go. And for a 7-iron right now, it's going about the height of a 1-iron. Okay? So it's a great exercise to get the ball first, and then what you do is you gradually lower the tee and gradually bring the ball a little more centered and try to conserve that same sensation.